Harvey Nichols, Nathan's Champ, Hot Lass and Winsome Buster. Flying Flynn, Karuba Queen, Captain Richie and Global Dole. Harvey Nichols, your favourite from 1. Racing, he stood there and missed a jump. Harvey Nichols in midfield. It's Hot Lass. It zooms out. There's Flying Flynn up along the inside and finds Harvey Nichols. Gets on heels as around the outside comes Global Dole. Then Hot Lass and Winsome Buster. Back we go. Nathan's Champ out the back. Karuba Queen and Captain Richie. Flying Flynn, he's due and he's in. Global Dole the second. Winsome Buster, Hot Lass, Harvey Nichols. Back we go. Nathan's Champ, Captain Richie and Karuba Queen will be the last of them in. Oh, Blazy come up and said, don't you tip too many winners today, Craig. I think I've gone about 4 in a row. Flying Flynn, he's cracked them.
You're on fire, Brian. You're on fire. There's the start, and Flying Flynn just jumps okay, but there's plenty of room up the rails. And look at the one. Harvey Nichols is following. Something's gone wrong there. He must have galloped on the heels of the dog in front of him. The head-on will tell us. In the meantime, the grand old campaigner Flying Flynn, he's away and gone. And 8 Global Dole is chasing with 7 Winsome Buster. 2, 8, 7 and 5 there. 2, 8, 7 and 5. Time just okay, 18.85, but it doesn't change the size of the winner's check. There they go. There's the head on. The 2 jumps okay. The 5's leaning in, hitting the 4, cuts that off. There's the 2 up the rails, leans out on the 3, makes the path open there for the 1, but he's wanted to get off just a wee bit, hasn't he? Just checked off a wee bit and pushed himself out a bit. And back to the rails there. So, yeah, well, the 1, never mind. The 2, Flying Flynn, wins it for Delwyn Hunt, the Dell's Boys Syndicate. And number 2, Flying Flynn, returns, 5:31.60. 8 Global Dole at 2:37. Winsome Buster, 2:80. 27.70, the Quinella, the trifecta, 2, 8 and 7. Pays $223.50 in the first 4. 2, 8, 7 and 5. $2,057.60. So big first 4 there. That finished the treble. On races 4, 5 and 6, 2, 7 and 2, the numbers 2, 7 and 2. Once again, a pretty popular treble, $30.50. $30.50, the treble. Right, now just briefly those Waterloo Cup head-to-head odds. It's Magic Lass up against Dinah Grohl, option 914. Then it goes 915, 916, 917 are the options for the head-to-heads on the Waterloo Cup, and they are the first and second runners at each heat are head-to-head in the final. So option 914 through to 917 there, Greg. If you want to get a piece of that, that's the option number you need for those head-to-heads.
Thanks for that, Craig. Yeah, the feature today, 8 minutes past 5 o'clock. This year's Waterloo Cup, racing for $21,000. Far Lap Raceway we go back to, though, race number 9, and this is the first leg of the final treble. I was quite keen on Presidential Honour here, Mark. It was around $7 with the book. It has been crunched into $4.50, and of course we've always got to respect Bartowski, the fastest beginner in the field without doubt, so should take care of that 10 metres pretty quickly.
You'd imagine so, Greg, but he's drawn inside the 10-metre row here, so there's going to be a bit of traffic in front of him, but I'm with you. He'll get through. If he finds a run through early, he'll be in front, and he led for an awful long way at Methven last week before Sonnet Sun came right up along the pegs and beat him. There is a good tip around, as you said, for number 9, Presidential Honour. Now, we've got a $1,000 first 4 jackpot. We had a $1,400 first 4 jackpot earlier, and that pool got to $12,000, and with 2 3/4 minutes to invest on race 9, it's sitting at $1,500 at the moment. The money comes for this first 4 like it did earlier. It's a good field for a first 4 because it's our feature race of the day. I did go Bartowski because of his stand-start manners. That'll put him in front of Roxy Bromack on the head-to-head as well. 170 plays $2. She was pretty good at Methven. She's in the top 4 selections. Got the 7 Supreme sign in for second. John Dunn and Robert Dunn. Over that illness now that he had, but he just went off form-wise, and he's been going great. Placings at his last 4. Third to Mullingar Mac, who ran second in the first. Second to Noddy 2 starts ago. He'll acquit himself well here at 750 and 160. Number 5 to run third, Roxy Bromack. If she gets driven cold, and I'm tipping Jess Young will do exactly what she did last week, that finishing burst at Methven, they got him in 60.3 on the grass, not a bad run. It unleashed extremely well Roxy Bromack. And your selection, Greg, good tip around on it. for number 9, Presidential Honour. And on course as well, Ricky May with the drive for Deirdre Brown. 2 starts back, galloped at Oamaru, then ran 6th behind Double Happy, beaten 3.5 lengths at the last meeting here, and has won 2 out of 5 goes on the track at the Timaru Racecourse. So it is our fast class field of the day. Greg, we're 90 seconds off start time for the 9th. We're running 2,600 metres. First 4 getting towards $2,000. Probably won't get to what the last one did, but it should get up there a little bit more than what it is now. I will go Bartowski the favourite. 11, 7, 5 and 9 for me. We're just over 60 seconds away from the 9th.
Yeah, good matey, and you?
And the second leg of the quaddie, of course, you needed the 5 Rainbow Sealster in the first leg. Right, about to be called forward. Westburn Courage there for Michael Heenan, trainer and driver, of course, from Methven. Winner at Forbury Park. All of Michael's horses step pretty well from the stand, and this horse is not without a place chance, at least in this Westburn Courage. The 6 over the back, Yanni Bromack. Mitchell Kerr for Bob Latimer. And Roxy Bromack, well, she's been busy. A couple of runs at Motokarara, of course, and she was luckless. First up, about 4 races later, she came out and copped a check again. Still ran a placing, and then she went to Methven and blew them away. So she's in great form. Jess Young doing the driving, $762.80. And Supreme Sign, Motokarara run was good and behind Noddy, and did a bit of work last time at Methven a week ago. Seems to be back to something like the Supreme Sign, which did heated at Addington, will be a couple of months ago now. So Supreme Sign racing very, very well, and John Dunn doing the steering, $680, $1.60. Captain Webber was the horse that it did dead heat with at Addington on that occasion, a smart customer in the Ken Barron team. Peter Lamb's called them forward, Mark, for race number 9. It is the Catering South Canterbury Handicap Pace. We'll go back to you for your description.
Thank you, Greg. You'll still get on as they're about to line up. Just news through in race number 10. Tom's in charge, who broke gear earlier today. Prudent move by Mike Stevens. Had it in twice. It can go round again. It's been vetted and good to go.
Can you come here first 5, thanks, up in the dress.
Bartowski, 380 and 140 is the favourite.
Mind you back there, Scotty.
First 4 around $2,600. We're due for an update on that.
Whoa there, fellas. You're
They walk forward. Getting a little close to the tape.
Whoa, Graham.
That's Shibka Brat that's a little close.
Right.
And they're racing. Now McPadden stood there, Supreme Sign stood there, and Mahaba half went out in sympathy with the other 2, and Supreme Sign is putting on quite an exhibition. He's gone to the outside of the track, and he's just standing flat-footed and will not move. It's Fair Dinkum Bromack in front over Bartowski, who from the 10 metres has found a passage through and is up running second outside of the leader and presses on. Jasper's Blue Jean, third next to the pegs, and about 3 lengths away, Shibka Brad in front of Roxy Bromack. Then Gianni's Bromack from Presidential Honour, 3 lengths to Mr Murdoch. 6 lengths to Westburn Courage, 1.5 Mahaba, 2.5 McPadden. Where's Supreme Sign? He's back down here at the winning post, and his day's over. It's Bartowski past the lap and a half, out by 2 lengths. Fair Dinkum Bromack's running second, and 3 lengths away third, Jasper's Blue Jean. 2.5 Shibka Brat to Roxy Bromack. A further 2 lengths away is Gianni's Bromack, and about the same to Presidential Honour. A couple to Mr Murdoch. 5 further lengths away is Westburn Courage from Mahaba, 2 lengths McPadden, and Supreme Sign's already heading back towards the stable complex. A lap and a quarter left to go. The leader is Bartowski with Gerard O'Reilly, one of the fastest stand-start beginners around, and even off 10 metres he was outside the leader challenging at the winning post the first time. He comes up towards the completion of the first lap, about 1,400 metres from home. Bartowski leads over Fair Dinkum Bromack. Shibka Brat's away from the inside now, around Jasper's Blue Jean, who's 3 back the inner. It's trailed down there by Roxy Bromack, and a length away to Gianni's Bromack. 1.5 Presidential Honour from Mr Murdoch. Tacking on Westburn Courage and Mahaba. About 3 lengths to McPadden out of the race, Supreme Sign. Here's a mid-race move now from Presidential Honour, and it's going to get around the field cheaply between turns and go to the wheel of Bartowski, who leads a length. Fair Dinkum Bromack third the trail. Shibka Brat gets some cover now, 1-1. Jasper's Blue Jean has 3 back the inside, and then came the Bromacks. Gianni's around Roxy. A length and a half to Mr Murdoch from Westburn Courage, 5 the pegs. 1.5 Mahaba, and 2 lengths away is McPadden. Supreme Sign out of the race. 900 metres left to go, and Bartowski, the race favourite by a length, Presidential Honour. Leaders back third, Fair Dinkum Bromack. A length away fourth is Shibka Brat, 50 inside Jasper's Blue Jean. A length Gianni's Bromac, around Roxy Bromac. One further length away to Mr Murdoch from Westburn Courage, inside of Mahaba. Further two to McPadden and out of the race Supreme Sign. At the end of the back stretch, 650 metres left to go. Leader is Bartowski. The margin is a half a length over Presidential Honour. Nobody moves. Fair Dinkum Bromac waits the Brosnan Transport passing lane. A neck away fourth is Shibka Brat, given a tap with the rain. On the inside, Jasper's Blue Jean. Gianni's Bromac left a trailing spot. Looking to follow it forward is Mr Murdoch from Mahaba. And then came Roxy Bromac, Westburn Courage and McPadden. Bartowski is the leader for home. Margin's a narrow one, about a half a length on Presidential Honour. Gianni's Bromac three wide. Fair Dinkum Bromac getting through on the inside. And then came Mr Murdoch. Shibka Brat's come up behind them looking for room. Bartowski, Fair Dinkum Bromac. Shibka Brat still can't get through. Gianni's Bromac, Mr Murdoch. Fair Dinkum, big finish coming up here, but it's Fair Dinkum Bromac home. And Fair Dinkum Bromac won it. Second, Gianni's Bromac. Now third will go to Bartowski from Shibka Brat. Then Mr Murdoch. Roxy Bromac is still in the pocket from Mahaba. Presidential Honour, Jasper's Blue Jean, McPadden and Westburn Courage, and Supreme Sign galloped away and failed to finish. 501 training wins now for John Hay. Michael Hay with the drive. $16.90 and $4 for number 3, Fair Dinkum Bromac. Gianni's Bromac number 6 at $5, and Bartowski, the 11's going to pay $1.50. What a great finish. Shibka Brat was half weaving through. We had Mr Murdoch out wide running on. Roxy Bromac's gone to the line in a pocket. Jasper's Blue Jean didn't have too much luck. Also, we got Mahaba's gone a pretty good race after missing the start as well. But the winner by Falcon Sealstrata, fair enough. Michael Hay, John Hay a training double. 501 for the career for Mrs L.A. Carter and N.S. Kingston. Second home, Gianni's Bromac. The 6, a Live or Die, Gabrielle Bromac, a 5-year-old, Mitchell Kerr, and Bob Latimer from Geraldine. And third at the line will go to Bartowski, the 11, by Barnett Hanover out of Divine Lavra. A 5-year-old Bay Gelding, Gerard O'Reilly from Rakaya. Fair Dinkum, good name, that one. Fair Dinkum Bromac wins the Catering South Canterbury Handicap, $16.90 and $4 the return. Race number 10, the Family Christmas Meeting, Saturday the 8th of December, Mobile, scratch number 6, Speak Up. A field of 11 goes around in the next. And just recapping, number 11, Tom's in Charge, was vetted. It went maybe 600-700 metres earlier. It galloped at the start. The earplugs came out. It then broke a spreader. Not long after the start point was retired from the race. So it hasn't done too much other than a bit of an extra prelim. Tom's in Charge, and it will back up in the next race. Race number 10 on this 11 event program. Totes will be interesting here, especially with that first 4 jackpot. And Fair Dinkum Bromac at bigger odds. Gianni's Bromac also completely out of the market, but not completely in it either, and Bartowski third. Greg, we've got Manukau in about 3.5 minutes. John Outen, there's heads and noses and bits of gear to try and sort out where noses are for minor prizes here on race number 9. Great finish, but Fair Dinkum Bromac will get the call, and here's John then, back to you.
3, 6, 11, 12, 4, 10, 5 and 9. First 5 placings are confirmed. Close for 6th. 3.
So John Outen there with the call. Fair Dinkum Bromac gets home at double figure odds. We'll get confirmation dividends wise shortly. But to Craig Roberts for race number 7. And can 1B Martin continue this tipping run he's on? He's pretty keen on Swift Swinger here.
Well, he's on fire, isn't he, at the moment, Greg? So, yes, can he keep the run up? Swift Swinger. It's not a super warm favourite, but it is favourite. $3.40 at the moment. $3.80 with the bookies. So I would say $3.80 is probably not a bad price. Swift Swinger, especially if B Martin's tipping it, then it's only going to come down. So if you like it, get on the fixed odds. $3.80. No, option 907. The Brownsy Sports Bar Stakes for the Class 1s and 2s, this one. Over 527. The Brownsy's Bar, of course, Craig Rendell, a big sponsor and a big owner in greyhound racing as well. All right, we'll have a look. Number 3, McCone. That is in this one, and it came out of box 2. So have a look for the checkered rug back on the 7th of October. Get second behind Jetson Flame, the checked rug.
Space into Fun Time Girl. Then we go back to Tata Safari trying to clear Indy Road and back towards the Talas. See next.